Welcome to Nameless Debate Radio, where radioactivity is contagious. You can join us in broadening our minds on the Nameless Debates Discord via the link below and even feature here yourself, if you've got what it takes.
Dude, in sync.
What
Do you
dude?
think if a person does not recognize their epistemology, that they can't recognize good ideas from bad ideas? So whatever idea they hold, they think it's a good idea, even if they hold a bad idea.
Yes.
So like acknowledging epistemology is the answer.
I agree with you. But like
Makes sense to
good
me.
luck getting someone who doesn't know about it to acknowledge it.
No, I mean like you could tell someone that
I know.
here, this is
Dude, I know.
epistemology.
I
No?
do. They're fucking stubborn pieces of shit all the time.
So,
I mean not everybody.
I know, not everybody, but lots of them.
correct me if I'm wrong, right? About all you talk about all evolution and that. Isn't evolution, if my understanding of it is genes changing in pure reaction to stimuli in the environment, right?
Yes, it's a change in gene frequency over time, yes.
In pure reactionary terms to stimuli in the environment, whether that be genetics from your
Not
hereditary
really.
genetics.
Those are other factors.
Yeah, not
Those are
pure
other
reaction,
factors.
Okay, fair enough.
It's just to make it really fucking simple. It's just the change in frequency of genes over time.
Can I say something? Newton was wrong in some way, but Einstein did correct it in some way.
Yes. Newton was wrong for 400 years.
Yeah, right. So
Because
science is not
our conceptualized Newton was wrong. That doesn't mean his ideas weren't useful. We used a lot of his ideas to make a lot of things, right? But in the overview, Einstein was right because he had more data. Newton did not have the same amount of data as Einstein. If Einstein had the same amount of data today, he would rectify his theory of special relativity. Okay, because he would incorporate quantum mechanics somehow. Well, at least he would try.
He would try. Yeah.
Yes, he would try to.
You probably would succeed, I'd say.
Maybe.
It's like quantum gravity.
I don't know, if he came across people like Terence, even if he had succeeded, Terence would tell him that he was wrong. It's because Terence smokes too much weed, bro.
Dude, fuck that, man. Like,
no such thing.
You constructing an idea is really unsettling. Anyone constructing an idea is unsettling because it's not supposed to happen. Well,
what the fuck does that mean?
The fuck am I hearing right now?
Dude, your imagination is really vaguely defined. However, InSync tried to define it. I do not accept that definition.
Yeah, that's correct.
Because all our motifs, whatever is human and non-human, came from the imagination.
Can I say something, dude?
Yes.
Okay, so I think you are have the confidence about 100% that you are right. Why you just?
Oh no, I don't hold absolute certainty. I'm just playing the game, whatever you guys are playing.
Yeah, right. So if you find something or a matter,
I don't fucking like this game, dude. I'm not saying I like whatever's happening, alright?
I like this game, bro. It's fun.
I mean, it's okay.
It's my favorite game.
I'm playing Civilization 5 right now. Someone else playing Civilization.
Are you playing Salahuddin?
But dude, it's like Eastern philosophy.
I'm playing being a good Muslim little boy.
That's good word.
But dude, it's like the whole. You know what a khutbah is?
Can you repeat?
You know what a khutbah is?
Actually, no. No.
Khutbah or something like you go to the mosque and then the guy's talking before the prayer, right?
You're saying it right?
What?
Khutbah.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
fatwa. Yeah, I know. Sure.
Yes.
Vivi,
The
you just
basically
called-
brainwash.
About that sheikh when he studied Islam too much, he can make a fatwa.
Gotta clarify for the people saying it wrong.
You know Hafiz. Do you know the people who are known as Hafiz?
Hafiz, no.
If
Yes,
I
the
say
people who have
Allah, am I saying it right?
the people who have memorized the Quran.
Oh yeah, Hafiz al-Quran.
I'm
Yes.
assuming you didn't hear it properly.
Okay, dude, listen to me. You may think Quran is stupid. You are believing.
No, I don't think it's stupid. I think
I
it's a
do.
great social tool. I think it's a very great social tool that we can learn from.
It's got lots of interesting things to say, and it has
No,
like
no,
very
not
insightful
the
intuitions.
not the contents, but the
Can I
structure.
ask you one thing?
Nah, dude, not just the structure. It actually has some actual like insightful intuitions about reality.
Duh,
But
because it symbolizes
literally
the
true.
mysteries of the human condition.
no, dude, it actually makes some actual observations about the world.
How do you know about that? I think it's motivation for a human to
Hello?
observe the world.
Hello.
How's it going?
I think it's a
Are you
great
done
tool.
interrupting? Can we move on? Okay. Dude, I'm just kidding, man.
I think it's a great tool if you want
Yeah.
people to feel safe and
No, self-satisfaction is
secure.
self-gullibility. It's just faith. It's gullibility.
Your mum's just gullibility, bro.
Do you
Yeah.
know if someone read history about Saudi Arabia and that time, you will know it's deep shit in that time, but Islam make it more peaceful, right there. They were
Yeah, I
killing.
mean, like being a decent person was a huge idea, right? Like it was a huge idea. That's why religions were so popular. But there were Gnostic people who who appreciated the mystery of the human condition and
Okay.
our solidarity.
Can I ask you something?
What?
Why would someone have plenty of money would do that for not fame, obviously, because he got tortured?
Listen,
Why
you
would
can
you do that?
you can get a group of people to kill themselves, okay, but it's more efficient if you get the group of people to give you 10% of the salary, or if you get the group of people to be nice to each other so that they don't fuck you up, okay? It's like it's all it's dominance behavior. I have studied a lot of civilizations throughout many eras, and I have studied the stories they tell themselves about reality. It's all a dominance game at the end because the rabbit hole doesn't
Dude,
exist.
This is one question about science.
Postmodernist bullshit.
What?
Can I say something about science?
Keep your goddamn postmodernist garbage to yourself.
What? Dude, I'm not convincing anyone to be a Muslim.
I do not accept postmodernist nonsense, man.
Okay.
It's
How
not
do
true.
can I say
It's
something?
not a fucking dominance game, Terran.
Okay, can I say something?
Dude, you don't agree these structures of social behavior is is considered dominance
That's
behavior?
not what I said.
Then
I said that the reason that the texts were created is not as a tool in a dominance game. That is reductive as fuck.
that is reductive, but that
Yeah, but it's not correctly
I'm not
reductive.
saying that's the only reason why it's created.
It sounded like that's
specifying
what you
an
were saying.
aspect of it. Well, it
It
sounded
definitely.
well. I'm sorry if it sounded like that, but that's
Okay,
not what I.
fair enough.
But just pointing out an aspect of how the manipulation of language can manipulate people's love, fear, and interest. you manipulate a group's love, fear, and interest. You have them. You have total control.
Yeah, look, I accept that it's a part of it. I just thought that you were saying something that you weren't.
Oh, okay.
Okay, what you say about Quran describing the Big Bang Theory?
The Quran didn't describe the Big Bang Theory. It said
Hey,
the heaven and earth split apart. Okay, the Big Bang and the formation of the planet Earth
No.
happened
What
at the
it
same
said in
time.
Usama,
Yeah.
talk to Vivi about this, okay? Vivi has actually already deconstructed that one in the past on this channel. There's a video up of him discussing that with another Muslim. And another Muslim tries to make that supposition, and they fail to back it up.
Okay. Can I find this video?
Yeah, I'll link it to you, mate.
Let's be honest, though. Religion is bullshit. Let's put that out there.
No, it's not bullshit. It's a tactical tool. We can learn from it. We can
Okay. What I mean is,
rectify our
it's not true.
epistemology. Dude. We can rectify our epistemology.
Terrence,
Learn more about.
Can you do me a favor, dude? Can you say it can be a tactical tool?
It is a tactical tool.
Nah. See, that's the thing that I was complaining about before, where it sounds like you're saying that's the only reason.
Okay, it can be a tactical tool, but it was more
There we
likely
go.
used as a tactical tool.
Okay, so
But because of organized religion, dude, the most tactical was the church, man. They sold heaven tickets, okay? Like how
Heaven
bad
tickets.
They sold tickets to a thing that doesn't probably exist.
No, he's
heaven
right.
tickets.
Religious people totally did sell heaven tickets.
okay,
Like they were called pardons.
In fact,
I think
back in the Middle Ages, people could pay tithes to the church to buy themselves like, what is it? It's like, I can't quite remember. I think it's like you buy yourself prayers. Other people pray for you.
Oh yeah,
they pray for your soul.
Oh my god, dude, that's what television evangelists do. They say
what Christianity
don't use chemotherapy. Don't use chemotherapy. Send us the money. Plant the seed of prayer, and we will all pray for you. Okay, everybody here will pray for you. You will send us the money.
Dude.
Okay, and you will die. It's like
No, they say you'll live forever.
Oh, they don't do that. They say your cancer would be healed if you send us your money instead of doing chemo.
You said die, didn't you? I swear you said and you'll die.
Oh, that's not on camera.
Yeah. That's the shit, man. That's the shit. I feel like the people who are doing that actually genuinely do believe that they're doing some good, though.
No, I don't think they're doing. It's like, I think it's like flat earthers, you know what I mean? Some of them are trolls, probably the original people, like the senior people are trolls, but the rest are like idiots who just actually believe it, and the rest are just people making money out of it. And they know.
I don't know if I agree with that. You can be like confused in a complicated way. And think
yeah, I suppose. But what I mean is the people at the top, the people that are actually running the scam know it's a scam. They know, yeah, I'm just going to make money.
No, I don't accept that. Not always.
I don't really. Yeah, I mean, you can say this for Pastafarians. You can say this for Pastafarians. Okay, but these religions were created because they had no other explanation for reality at that time.
Do you have explanation for reality?
No. These were accumulations of what the community knew about reality or what they accepted. So therefore, the stories they told themselves about reality were in some way structured for the community in religions. But
you mean
they were
religion?
That's why shamans are really interesting.
Good evening, guys. May I ask what the topic is?
The topic is religion.
Cool.
Yeah.
I think it's how, if it's about human weakness to create religion, how they conquer such a thing, they made changes in the world. Like,
Well, I think
Did
some
you say
people
that
have the
it's human
capacity.
weakness as a Muslim? Are you even allowed to say that? Sounds like
No, no, no,
blackfire.
no, this is cool. This is nice. This is actually very, very great, okay? Because you see, some people had the capacity to think and articulate about reality, okay? And others just
But
believed and went along.
I'm not one of those. Hey, Terrence.
What?
Nah, I'm just memeing you about all the shit you talk about my view.
But dude, like, I mean, there were two kinds of people: people who think,
I
people who
agree with you,
believe.
dude.
There are like, honestly,
Yeah,
okay?
I agree with you.
But yeah, so
I just
like
think that you're a walking meme, that's all.
people created the meaning through stories, and people believed the stories, therefore they downloaded the meaning.
can
Okay?
I ask something?
Appeal to people's emotion, isn't it? And people belief, rather than appeal to people's logic and sense of reason.
Oh, their logic and
No, you
sense
can
of
do
reason,
both.
their epistemology grows from their,
Yeah,
I mean,
I suppose you
how
can
they
do both
readdress themselves in reality, right?
in a limited fashion, I suppose. Yeah.
Not really. Your beliefs have total control over your epistemology. If you don't extinguish your beliefs and acknowledge your epistemology, you will never get to know, like, you will never get to distinguish between a good idea and a bad idea, because you will
Yeah, I'd agree
hold
with that.
all ideas as good ideas, even if they're bad.
Right, he's right.
I would agree that all publicity is good publicity.
That's not
relevant.
true.
No, it's just
That's
saying.
just that's just a postmodernist advertiser person.
You're not one to talk shit about postmodernism, Terrence. You were just advocating for
Dude,
a
the Matrix.
postmodernist idea.
Listen, I like the Matrix too much to say I'm not a postmodernist. So
Yeah, I know you said some truly horrendous postmodernist garbage just before.
Yeah, I'll attest to that.
I mean, I have to have haters, right?
Yeah, dude, that's what it is.
I mean, I can't give away the game all at once. There
I
won't
don't
be
think
any.
that was the claim, Vivi. I think the claim was that religion was created by the strong, and then the weak believe it without knowing why they believe it. I believe that's what Terrence was saying.
Muhammad, can I say Muhammad is not.
Yeah, that's totally wrong. That's totally garbage.
We're not strong.
Not
Muhammad,
really.
he was not.
There'll be some people. There'll be some people who would have followed the religion not because of any they believe in it or whatever. They'd have believed in it because of
Oh
their
yes, of
social
course.
values.
That's curiosity. That's called curiosity. If someone's curiosity drives them out of theocracy, I respect them.
You mean curiosity could lead millions of
No,
people?
no, no. I don't mean like on the curiosity sense. I mean like they believe like religion is a good tool
Listen,
to teach their
curiosity is the
children
only
like good social
factor.
values and good moral values. And so
Curiosity
they
is the
follow
only
that religion.
factor that I think curiosity is the only factor that gets someone out of a theocritic mindset, because if you can evoke someone's curiosity to a certain standard, then they will get out of their loop of theocracy. Okay, they'll understand that whatever reality, like the story of reality is set up for me, right? It's like I didn't get to think for myself, therefore everybody just set up the reality for me. That is not true. You then have to take the red pill, and or both red pill and blue pill, right? If you want to go crazy, but like, you have to understand that other people set the agenda, or they try to, right? But no one has the authority to set the agenda. It's not their ball game.
I'll
Like,
set the agenda.
fuck you, man.
What
Fuck
are you
you,
gonna
man.
do?
Do it. I'll just reject your
I
agenda,
did,
and
bro. I did. I wrote a paper on the topic. You haven't figured out how to reject it yet.
I will. It doesn't mean I have. It can't be
I
figured.
agree. I agree. It doesn't mean that, but I'm just saying the evidence so far doesn't look good for you.
Yes, it's a commendable creation nonetheless.
I appreciate that.
Wait, where the?
It's definitely robust in argument. There's no denying that.
You just readdressed a mystery that cannot be solved, okay?
What a blunder.
That's your supposition, though.
I define the
say-
word mystery, I define the word creating, so yes, it's my supposition. Like all of
No,
the
but
words.
your supposition was that it can't be solved.
Oh no, that's not what I said.
You said you redressed a mystery that can't be solved.
Yes, from a logical, from a
No, but like that's a supposition that it cannot be solved.
yes, due to contradiction.
No, but I'm saying
supposing,
like you.
I'm supposing that I'm supposing that the method of argument you used, that solution due to contradiction,
Yes.
stands, though I don't like it. Okay.
Okay, but so it's not impossible then.
You don't get to define possibility and impossibility for me.
Alright, dude.
Like,
What are you
if you
saying,
set
though,
all
with
the
this?
agendas, then you just get all the axioms. I have nothing to work with.
Yeah, well I did pick the axioms though.
I mean,
But are you
can
saying that that it's impossible to find out if God is true or not, or because I just came in late? So
no, God
No,
is an
he's saying that it's
impossibility.
He actually what Terence is saying is that the problem of reality cannot be solved. Which is again some postmodernist garbage.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
think
like,
given
I'm not holding
an
an
infinite
absolute
amount of
position.
time.
Of course you're not, bro, because you think absolute positions don't exist, because you are a postmodernist.
No. See, that's a position in on itself. I'm not
I
a rabbit.
understand that, mate. I didn't say that you held that to be absolute. I said that's your subjective supposition that absolute propositions are not like
No.
realistic.
Stop saying I have something. I don't have anything.
Well, you don't even have a supposition.
No, I don't have anything.
Wow, dude. I don't know why you're even talking then.
I address reality by the moment. You cannot
That's called
presuppose I have.
No, I didn't
No.
say you had a presupposition, dude. I said you're making suppositions
No,
now.
I hold dynamic positions. Like, you can't
but you
presuppose my position.
Okay, wait a minute. If you hold dynamic positions, do you not, in the moment, suppose them to be true?
No, I suppose them to be true in the past because I held them.
So you suppose them to be true in some sense.
In the past, not
So
at the present moment.
Therefore, they are suppositions.
Yes.
Yes.
But you can't relate my past supposition to my present dynamic state of not not holding a position.
Sure can. I can say for you to say that something was true in the past is a position.
Yes, but that is not true in the present. I'm stating that now.
That is true in the present. To say
no, it's
that
dynamic.
No. Listen, I'm not saying your position is true in the present. I'm saying it is true in the present that to say something was true in the past means that you think there's something true.
Yes, something did exist in the past. That is not existing in the present. Thus, it's dynamic.
But the proposition that something existed in the past exists in the present.
No, that still exists in the past. It entails the past. It entails the past.
It doesn't matter that it entails the past. If you're making it in the moment, it exists in the present.
No, if I'm making it in the moment, it exists in the past.
No, it doesn't.
Why?
Because you're making it in the moment, in the present moment.
You're saying you can stop time and analyze.
No, dude, I'm saying in the moment has an implicit word that's missing. It's the word present. In the moment actually means in the present moment. So if you make a supposition in the present moment, that supposition necessarily exists in the present.
Yes, but it then does not exist anymore. Thus, you cannot relate to it.
Irrelevant. The point
is not irrelevant. It is the core principle. It is the core principle because my position does not exist after you verify it.
Of course, but the point is that insofar as you propose something to be true in the moment, you did propose something in the present.
I did, and then and then it
Yeah,
does not exist anymore.
I'm pretty sure you just conceded on the main point.
I haven't, because
I'm pretty sure
whatever
you did, though.
whatever you're relating to my present position does
Mhm.
not exist after you have made the verification.
That's not true. I'm relating you to your present position.
Yes, then my present position doesn't exist and I have a
So-
new
so
one.
you
It's
don't exist?
dynamic.
No, but you are continuous.
I am continuous, but I don't hold continuous positions.
No, but you hold the continuity of thinking that you are continuous, don't you?
Yes, but that is
So
not
that's
a
a continuous position.
no, that's not a position I'm holding. That's
It
a
is,
position. No, that's a position I'm dealing with. That's not a position I'm
Bro, they're
holding.
the same fucking thing. If you deal with it as if it's true, you act as if it's true, you hold it to be true. They're the same.
Yes, but how can you question my continuity and
I
then say
can't.
that
I'm saying
my
I'm not
continuity
questioning.
isn't dynamic?
I agree with you. That's my whole fucking point.
Yes, my continuity isn't dynamic, but my positions are, because my
No,
positions.
but one of your positions, as you just said, is that your continuity is not dynamic. Is that position
Dude, dude,
continuous or dynamic?
I'm describing the nature of my
I know,
subjective
and
framework.
I'm asking
not
you about
holding
this.
positions. I'm not
I'm
holding
asking you.
positions within my subjective
I'm
framework.
asking you about your description, okay? Is your description of the continuity of you a position that you hold?
No, it's a description of the nature of my subjective framework.
What's the difference between that and a position you hold?
A position I hold, which is dynamic right now. Therefore, we're talking about
I didn't say the dynamic thing.
Dude, because that's the whole point, right? My
No, but
positions are
that's
dynamic.
look, that's called assuming the conclusion. I'm saying, what's the difference between holding a position, all right, and what was the other one?
Describing
And
my
like,
subjective framework.
yeah. What's the difference
Yes.
between the two?
Dude, holding a position says that I believe a certain aspect of the objective world to be true or likely
Correct.
to be true, right?
Correct.
I do not hold positions within my subjective framework because I'm not a fucking rabbit hole, dude. Stop,
don't think
stop
you.
commenting me.
No, but you didn't explain to me what the difference was, man.
Dude, the difference is I hold positions about certain aspects of the
Dude, stop
objective world.
repeating yourself. Okay, listen very carefully, all right? What's the
Yes.
difference in the abstract between holding a position, all right, and describing something?
Dude, not you're changing the whole question now.
I'm not. I'm
because
asking you a question. Just answer my fucking question.
there's no different, like,
Oh, thank
yeah,
you. There's
there
no
is a
difference.
difference.
There,
There is a
game
difference.
over.
There
No,
is a
you said
difference.
it,
There
dude.
is a difference. There is a difference.
All right, dude.
Because
Let's hear it.
you can describe something and not hold a position that it's
No.
likely to be true.
If you describe
Yes,
something,
you can
it's
describe an
implicit.
illogical paradigm. You can
No,
describe an
listen.
illogical paradigm.
Listen. Yes, but if you're describing an illogical paradigm, then either your position is that your description is illogical, or that it's that your description is logical. Those are the only two available positions.
Yes,
Oh,
but
I go
no,
back.
no, no. You're confusing description with positions.
I'm not. I'm saying a
Outside?
description is a descriptive position by definition.
No. A
Yes.
description is a description of the aspect of objectivity while not holding a position. You hold a
No.
position.
No.
You hold a position when you're assuming the likeliness of it
No.
happening. Yes.
If you give a description, it is implicit in the giving of a description that you think that your description is representative.
But no. I can describe
Yes.
an illogical paradigm. That's what I
No.
said.
So then why are you describing it?
Because I'm
Why?
describing
No,
it because I can.
Stop. The question is, if you think all the things you say are wrong, why are you saying anything?
Dude, listen.
Maybe you're playing devil's
I can
advocate.
I can describe communism, but I
Terrence.
don't hold the position that
Terrence.
communism.
Terrence.
What?
When you describe communism, you do suppose that your description of it is true.
Yes, but that's not a
Yes, no,
position
stop. Yes, it is. Saying my description of communism is true is a position you hold. It is. Okay, communism isn't the position you hold. The
You're,
idea that your description of communism is
yeah, you're
accurate.
taking it a layer further. That's
Of
saying
course. That's called
I
philosophy,
believe.
dude.
Yes, because you're saying I believe that something is true, or
Yes.
I believe that. I believe that, and I believe something to be true is the same.
Specifically, that you believe that the thing that you're saying is true, as in not that you think that communism is true, but that you think your description of communism is accurate.
That's
Is
not
the
an active position. That's
that
an
is
position.
an active position.
Dude, that is a position on
No.
whether it's true or not. That's not a position on.
That is, it is a positive assertion by definition. Technically speaking, that is a position. Like literally, and like think about the word proposition. It's
That is a
position.
position.
Listen, stop. It's pro position because it is a positive pro position.
Okay. I accept that it is a position, but that does it mean you are holding that position?
Yes, it literally does.
It kind
No,
of does.
dude, holding the
There's
position that
no way
something.
around it, Terrence. I'm telling you, the things are equivalent.
Yeah, like even if you are, for example, playing devil's advocate, you are prepositioning. You hold the position.
Yes, but my positions are dynamic.
Yes, but insofar as you propose them at all, you hold a position.
Yes, and then I don't hold it anymore.
It's irrelevant. The point is that you hold a position.
And then I don't hold it anymore.
That's not a
Because,
relevant part of the analysis, dude.
but you can't analyze something that isn't a part of continuity.
Sure, again, I say the continuous part is the fact that you hold positions. It's not the specific position you hold.
But aren't you distinguishing between my specific positions?
No, I'm saying in general, you hold positions.
Yes, I accept that. Therefore, I
So
said
that,
I hold
sis,
dynamic positions.
listen. No, that's an example of a non-dynamic position. If in general it is true that you hold positions, in general it is statically true. You think you hold positions, therefore
But
you hold the position.
when I
Stop,
say
stop,
I
I'm not
hold,
done. I'm not done.
okay.
Therefore, you hold the position that you hold positions.
No, but when I say I have a
Oh, how could you
dynamic
say no to that?
position,
How
when
could
I
you say
say
no to that?
because I'm telling you why I said no to that. Because I hold a dynamic position that oscillates between holding a position that is,
I'm dead.
dude, it's a hypothetical paradigm of holding dynamic
No,
positions. Okay, how
it's
the
not.
fuck are you gonna?
Because you're just not getting it, okay? If you have any paradigm of holding any positions, the continuity is involved in the proposition that you hold positions. You cannot deny it.
Can I oscillate between holding positions and not holding positions?
Not in general, because if you do oscillate between that in the specific sense, then in general you do not oscillate between holding positions and not holding positions, because you always hold the position that you hold oscillating positions.
No, what if exactly you?
No, seriously, when I say you
What
always
if
hold
the
the
whole
position,
rabbit hole
stop.
oscillates?
No, I'm saying that isn't possible. Logically, the fucking analysis, okay, terminates your goddamn oscillation when we say the word always.
Dude, listen, I'm describing the phenomena of the oscillation. I'm not
I know
describing.
you are. I
Yes.
know you are. I'm saying your description of it has some continuity to it. I'm telling you.
Yes, the description has continuity because you can describe it for me, okay? But I'm
No,
saying,
it has continuity in the abstract.
But it does not have continuity over the phenomena itself because it's
Incorrect.
oscillating. It's oscillating between positions, bro. How the fuck?
Okay, just like I'm just gonna do a crowd survey. Anybody else here that think that Terrence is making sense?
Dude,
No.
I'm not supposed to make sense because I hold dynamic positions, bro. You get it? I'm not supposed to
Yeah,
make sense.
dude, that's not a justification.
Okay, go on with your crowd survey.
Yeah, like, does anybody
Anyone?
think that it makes sense to say that holding dynamic positions is not holding the position in continuity that you hold dynamic positions?
Because it's oscillating.
No,
Yes.
but
Anybody
the
think
thing that isn't oscillating is the proposition that it's oscillating.
No, you can't hold that tangible with the phenomena, dude.
Fuck, I can. It's called a meta-analysis.
Yes, but that doesn't work with dynamic position having.
Incorrect. I just did it. It did work.
Because it's you, dude. Listen, the whole thing breaks down because
You think it
hold.
does?
Fuck,
Like,
sorry.
how can you prove that it
You
does?
hold static positions. I hold dynamic positions.
No, dude. I'm
You
saying.
no.
Ah,
Can I finish? Can I finish?
Yeah,
You
go.
can say that the continuity exists because you're saying that you're holding a position and you have static positions. Okay.
No,
For
that's not
me,
why
the
I'm saying it.
continuity doesn't exist
That's not why I'm
because
saying it. That's not why I'm saying it.
then
I'm
why are you
saying the argument you use to say that continuity doesn't exist only holds if it itself is continuous.
dude,
Like,
continuity.
literally, stop, listen, okay? If the position itself, the things oscillate, is oscillating, then it becomes false.
I disagree.
Well, you're wrong, I'm telling you. If the proposition that things are oscillating oscillates, it is not always true. That's what
But
you are saying.
it's oscillating between true and false. That's the
Yes, but
main
here's what I'm
thing.
saying
It's
is
not.
that stop, fucking hell. You're saying it's true that all things oscillate between true and false. I'm saying if that were true, then that fact would become false. And if
Did
it
you just
became
say?
false, listen,
Wait,
if it became false, there would be no reason for it to become true again.
did you say? I said everything oscillates between true and false.
That is what you're saying, yes.
No, I'm saying my position
That's the
is
same thing, dude.
oscillating. My position is oscillating
Your
between
position
having.
encompasses all the things you think about the world.
See, not that's I was talking about specific positions. Now you're
Yes, and
saying
that's the problem. You're
dude,
trying to
the whole
define
thing.
it.
We were talking about specific positions in the first place,
Ah,
and
fuck.
then you.
I'm saying, listen, dude, I'm trying to make it as clear to you as I can. When you're talking about specific positions, you're talking about positions as an abstract idea, okay? Having specific positions is necessarily the instantiation of individual instances of the general idea that you can have a position.
Dude, you're basing my ability to hold positions on the continuity of my existence, which
No,
does not
nope,
make sense. Which
nope,
does not
that's
make
not what I
sense
did.
while hold.
That's not what I did. I'm basing your ability to hold positions off the idea that positions can be held.
Yes, but can positions not be held?
No, if you are
Positions
correct,
cannot not be held.
fuck. If you were correct, then that position would become false.
But
That's a specific position. Saying positions can be held is a specific position. It's counted.
There's a difference between there
No,
are positions,
no, there's not. They're
and
both
holding a
specific.
position.
No, there are positions is a position by definition.
Yes, but you're not holding it.
No, but you are holding it when you say that your positions oscillate. Implicit in that is the proposition that there are propositions.
Not quite.
Yes, quite. It is a presupposition you're making in order to assert anything that there is such a thing as an assertion. Obviously.
Yes, but when it
Stop.
oscillates.
Stop. No. That's it. You just said yes. Okay. So implicit in your.
Fine. I
Mhm.
am wrong because of your static positions. I'm not talking about static positions. I was talking about my specific dynamic positions,
I'm
and then
dead.
you went to talk about your
I'm
own.
dead. You're not getting it. Your position is the same as mine. You're just not getting it.
No, I'm holding a hypothetical paradigm where I have dynamic positions. It doesn't
Yes.
exist, man.
Oh, no, dude.
You
I'm
cannot
saying.
have
I'm
dynamic
saying.
positions.
Fuck, dude. I know what a hypothetical is. I'm looking at the same fucking hypothetical you are. I'm saying, looking at the hypothetical, there is an implicit assumption. I'm telling you that for a fact. I am educated on the subject. There is an implicit assumption in the thing you said.
Okay. What is the specific assumption of the
The
oscillation?
specific assumption is that there are positions. That's a specific position.
Okay, so if that
So,
position
wait.
is false, then the whole chain
You're
cannot
not
oscillate.
listening. I'm not saying it's false. I'm saying since it's a specific position, and since you're making a position about specific positions oscillating, that specific position necessarily oscillates. And if it oscillated, it would become false. And if it was false, the whole chain could not oscillate. So it would never become true again.
Yes, I understood what you said.
So it cannot be true.
It cannot be true because, yes, it cannot be true while having a static position, yes.
No, it cannot be true even if we say your basic thing because
I
implicit.
understand how the oscillation ends, okay? I
Okay,
understand where the chain does not become true again, right? But
yes.
if you're assuming that whatever dynamic positions are, okay, if those positions encompass the position of having positions, then the chain does not become true again, yes. But
Mhm.
if it doesn't encompass the position of having position, and therefore letting the oscillation run without it,
Yes.
you know,
Yes, I would
then you
agree to
can
that.
only then can you have dynamic positions.
Yeah, okay, fine. But I'm pretty sure we both agree that it does contain the implicit assumption that you have positions.
Yes, it does contain it got thus.
So then that's the
Yes.
termination of the loop.
Yes.
Yep. So that's the end of the discussion. That's the end of the contention.
Yes.
Good. Okay, cool. Moving on. I think we were talking about Islam.
Yeah, dude.
Okay. Yeah.
That was a fucking rabbit hole and a half, Terrence.
But yeah, like I mean, I got to have dynamic positions exist, so I'm happy. Like,
okay. Look, if you accept the conditions that I outlined, I'm happy for you to say that.
dude, you're setting the agenda that the overview of having positions is a position, therefore it cannot be true again, right?
I think
Yes.
we agreed about that though.
Yes, I acknowledge that.
Yes, so then I'm not setting it. You are agreeing to it. I'm not imposing it
I'm
upon
agreeing
you.
to it because you have said it. There's a
I'm
difference.
not imposing it. You cannot disagree with it.
You're imposing, dude. You're imposing it.
Okay, so how do the other members of the conversation
You're not
feel like I'm
imposing it.
imposing it on them?
Okay, you're not imposing it.
Thank
You're
you.
stating it out.
Yes, I accept that.
Doesn't mean I have to accept it within my hypothetical
No,
paradigm.
it doesn't mean you have to, but you probably should.
Yes, and thus I saw how, it cannot be true again. Yes, that is
Mhm.
interesting. Oh man, I have to figure out something like this for your fucking object.
Let's hear it, dude. I'd love to hear that.
Thank you for listening. Like, share, subscribe, and join us in the Nameless Debates Discord. We hope to see you there.